Let's see if we can get this CERN, Switzerland, right here. I'm sure you all have seen this. This is an image someone posted and said that it occurred in Switzerland, a black hole appearing in the sky. And if you look up images of black holes, you'll see that some of those black holes do look like this. They do. In space. And with these black holes, you know what they can bring in. Entities, and who knows what type of entities can come in through something like this. Who knows? Good morning. Good morning, everyone. So, there are rapid changes occurring on this earth, and everyone can feel it. Everyone can feel it. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Good morning. Oh, my screen. I don't think I brightened up my screen enough, you all. That's okay. It's so hard to get the information out. It really is so hard now. They are watching anything and everything. And like yesterday, good morning, everyone. Yesterday, look at this. The UFOs that appeared on the 18th, right outside the observatory. Practically the most important videos concerning UFOs on this channel, they are literally being shadow banned. They don't want to get the news out because I think this is a threat to power. And I'm just going to be honest, it's a threat to power. All the while in the meantime, they got stuff like this going on. This is the power right there. They want this type of stuff. Black holes. Black holes to bring gloom and doom. That's what they want. Gloom and doom, black holes, open up portals, bring in the darkness. We want the darkness. We want the dark matter. We want the dark matter is more or less what they're saying. They don't want people to see ships. No. Because this is this might bring forth some kind of hope. Can't have that. We can't have Gina Honey showing the ships captured in the clouds in South Africa, and they look like the light ships that I've been documenting, captured in the clouds in South Africa. This is the first time I've ever found an image that literally, truly was the same width and same designs as my light ships. If you're in South Africa, you also, there is a major, 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 I don't know if other channels are sensing it. I don't know if other channels are experiencing what I'm experiencing on my channel with the information I'm trying to get out. I don't think they are. You know why? Because I don't know why. That really makes me wonder why. Yeah. Maybe they're not over the top. Maybe. Is this got darker on me, you all? Good morning, everyone. Yeah. So I have to keep coming back on here is what I have to do. I have to keep coming on here because to me this is monumental right here. This is a monumental video right here with these ships. They're in the skies all over the world. They are. They're light ships. This right here, this is the observatories all over the world. And then you got this black thing, this black hole thing showing up in Switzerland in the sky. Right there you are. Have you seen it? It's going on Twitter and stuff. Someone sent it to me last night on the Telegram. And it's not too far-fetched to think that this is a black hole, because if you research them and you look at some of the images, yeah, it does look like it in certain parts of space. We've got frequencies coming in. I read that, you know how there is a train of thought, oh, HARP was disassembled. HARP was done away with. You know it's not been done away with. I used to watch it years and years and years ago. I was carefully monitoring it. It never went away. They just renamed it. And I saw a post this morning. It was a really good theory. and it could be true that it is now able to send the signals through the satellites up in orbit too. The mood altering things make you all irritated all of a sudden, make you have these night sweats and stuff. It does have that type of capability too. It messes with the frequencies of your body and stuff, and everybody else's body. It can cause all of that, you all. But our world literally is going through rapid changes. For me, hello, I'm gonna try to drink some coffee. This is trying to do something like this. If you're trying to get information out of the abnormal occurrences in the world, um, it's not an easy feat. It's not easy at all. It'd drive you up the wall. And that's why you got to be stubborn and you got to be bullheaded. You got to be stubborn. You got to be bullheaded. You got to push through all the nonsense that occurs, because let me tell you what, there are so many hurdles, a lot of hurdles to people wanting to try to get out the information that they're getting out, no matter what it is. If it has a shred, just a little bitty shred of truth, you're going to face enormous obstacles your way. You are. Hello. Yeah. That's me, Gina. Peachy Penny, honey. Yeah. So, good morning from Honolulu, Hawaii. I lived at 1223 Coronet Avenue, Honolulu, Hawaii. On Hickam. Yeah. So, I only went to the observatories one time, but that's all right. I lived there. I liked hiking along the North Shore and walking through the bamboo forest, and I did not like my most least favorite thing was climbing Diamond Head. I do not, and I didn't like it at all. I did like snorkeling with the seeing the fish. Snorkeling was great. It was, and boogie boarding. So this is in Switzerland, and you know CERN is working. I thought we read that CERN was making miniature minor black holes, micro black holes, and even through the slightest slither of a black hole, you know something can come in that should not come in. It's like releasing demons. Releasing demons. We got enough demons on this earth. We don't need no more demons being released on this earth. We don't, you all. We don't need no more. But I think we'll see a whole lot more. Hello. Yes. Good morning, you all. You're seeing a ship in the sky. I believe you. If you're all seeing ships in the sky, if you're seeing clouds that are glowing and stuff, and they look like they got a ship in them, chances are they got a ship in them, and they're all around the world is what's happening. Yeah. Outer Earth cleanup crew. Well, they got a lot of cleaning up to do, a ton of it. Hello there, Jay Jocelyn. Hello, you all. Yeah. It's like, wow. Thanks. Thanks. Greetings, Micah, and Yasharal. Yes, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Gina, you know that on your island, beneath the real island, where the gods are habitat, that quite possibly could be. I wouldn't put anything past anything nowadays. It sounds very plausible concerning the world that we live in. Everything is plausible now. Everything. Um, all the things that you think, well, make believe. No, I think they're all believe. They're believed now. You believe them. Anxious feelings telling me that we are about to break out the body party hats. Well, I'm not feeling it. I'm glad you're feeling it. If that lifts your vibration, honey, then you go for it. You you keep that vibration high. Absolutely. Good morning, Jay Jocelyn. All lines are pointed. It was very important. Lots of love to you all too. That's right. Lots of love. And meanwhile, we got the black holes being opened up over Switzerland. You know, Geneva, Switzerland, the home of the WEF. That place right there, Mr. Klaus Schwab and his quest for humanity. Yes. Yes. His, yeah. And I researched that, and I was looking into that years and years and years and years ago. I do follow up on stuff like that, or I did, religiously, all of it. So I have a broad background in a lot of things. I do some introspecting that I can do. And just because I don't talk about it and go in depth about any of it doesn't mean that Gina Honey doesn't know about it, because, yeah, that's all I'm going to say. That's right. Carmen, you also, I think it was pretty cool, even on the Facebook, when I shared the video, they shadow ban in that too, shared the video of the ships right here that match. They are a match in the width, just like these light ships. They match that width, and they're in the clouds. So they got all different sizes. Why do they want to hide these? See, that's a thing. When the government and the media and the powers that be want to hide something like this, then you know it's a threat to their power. It's a threat to the power and control that they have. And just think, there's nothing they can do about them. They can hover in the clouds. They can. They can hover in the clouds over South Africa and over your city, my city. They can go in Hawaii. They can go in front of the observatories, and there's nothing the powers that control this world can do, except they can try to silence people like me and people like other people who are showing images capturing these UFOs. Yeah, it's a threat to their power. That's why they don't want to let it out. They don't want to let out this stuff right here. Hush, hush. Don't let the people know. It's too late. It's too late. The people know. Hello, good morning. So I was sitting there in the fireplace, looking at it, and thinking, no, you're not showing the ships. That's what I tell myself. You're not showing the ships. You're literally, when I go to the comment section, this video right here, when I can check all the comments to my channel, which coming in, this video, I only seen maybe 3 comments on that comment thing that you can check. It has all these other videos, but not this one, and it don't have hardly this one either. They literally, this right here, these ships, no comments hardly at all. The things that should get attention are the things that don't get attention. Although the truth will set you free. You just keep pressing on toward the truth, you all. That's all you have to do. Keep pressing, and you'll see some truth right here. You can see some of the wormhole in Switzerland, because that's where the CERN's located, deep underground. Sorry about that, you all. Underground, taking all the energy. And they got an energy crisis in South Africa, too. You know, they got blackouts. Why do they have rolling blackouts in South Africa? You have to ask yourself, why would they even have it? This black hole right here, that's right, you all, in Switzerland. Seen it uploaded last night. Now, do you think they're going to share it? I don't know if it's going to make its rounds, but I'm going to do my part in sharing it. Because we were talking about CERN yesterday. We were in one of the videos talking about CERN in the late afternoon, about the dark matter and how the constellation of the Hydra constellation, it has an enormous amount of dark matter in it. And we read that there was a dark matter hurricane. There was news articles, dark matter hurricane. Let me find this video, you all. There was it was a video that I did. Which one was it? I think let me see if I got to find out which one it was. It wasn't this one right here. It's another one. It's another video on here that I did, and I was talking, and it's not 14 minutes long. It's an hour and around an hour and 10 minutes long, but we talk about in that video, it's an hour and 10 minutes long, about a dark matter hurricane headed toward Earth. And they put the articles out in 2018, in November of 2018. And if you recall, September of 2018, my hair is a wild mess. September of 2018, is when the observatories around the world shut down. They did. That's where I got thrown into this arena right here, you all, big time. With the observatory shut down, September of 2018. It's been around 4 years ago, and that's when a hurricane of dark matter came out in the news. It did, you all. Come out in the news. Let me, Gina, honey, what do you got going on? Let me see if I can find it for you. You all, the dark matter hurricane of dark matter, hurricane. Let me type it in. You all, you just bear with Gina, honey, this morning. Hurricane of dark matter, headed toward Earth. Okay, yeah, headed. Why do they got 2022? They're showing it again. So, dark matter. Look, see right here. Earth is passing through a dark matter hurricane right now. So that's in 2018. Well, that makes perfect sense. Does it not make perfect sense? That's when my world started changing also around this time, big time. And probably you've noticed major life changes in your life too around that time. Around that. See, isn't that interesting? As soon as the observatory shut down, 1 month, less than a month later, they come out with this article. They come out with an article. Look at this. Scientists predict a dark matter hurricane will collide it will slam into the earth as it speeds through the Milky Way, slamming straight through it. And CERN, I'm sure, has a part of it. They drew it from the Hydra cluster. And we got this thing right here, you all. We got this black hole right there. Switzerland yesterday, and somebody documented it. They did. So if you didn't see the one video, we did. We went in depth about this dark matter stuff. And then they don't want us to know that there are ships here. They do not. They don't. Right there. They're this type of ships. I've matched them. I'm 99.9% sure of those. If you're just tuning in, you are. Good morning. I get myself all wound up. And I tell myself, you're not going to do that to me. You're not. If I had to get back on here and I have to recap, I'm going to recap you all. Good morning. JLZ, read your Bible. Knowledge is power. Wisdom brings forth knowledge and understanding. It dwells together with it. There's a lot of people who have read their Bible. Okay, I don't think at this point in time we need a reminder, although there's some might be needing a reminder. Okay, yeah, we can't assume that people don't know what's coming. And to those who say, Gina, honey, you don't read, you don't know, listen to me. This girl right here that you're looking at grew up in church. Okay, I did. I grew up in it. Proverbs was my favorite, and it still is. Proverbs, the book of Job, and Ecclesiastes. And I've got Revelation practically memorized. I've read through the whole Bible. I didn't like to read certain books of the Old Testament, but the rest of it, yeah. Okay, but just because I'm not focusing on that right now, and I'm focusing on abnormal things happening in our world, doesn't mean that my spirit is not in tune with the all divine spirit up there in the physical, spiritual world. The spiritual world is really becoming very physical now. Extremely, you all. So come on now. This ain't a time to be splitting hairs. We're trying to get information out when information is so hard to get out because not so many people. Who wants to share pictures like this, you all, and have to come on here all the time? Gina. That's right. That's right. I've done a reading of the Book of Enoch on YouTube channel. I've got a playlist, the Book of Enoch. Go read it. Go listen to it. I read it out loud. Hello, you. That's right. That's right. Love, nothing but love. If I don't have love in my heart, I don't even want to exist. Okay, I've always said it. What is the sense of me existing on this earth if I'm just an empty void of love. There is no reason for me personally to exist if it cannot resonate from my being. Okay, that's what I want to tell you right now. No, it's the most important thing on earth. It's the most powerful force on the face of the earth. Would I be where I am right now if I didn't have it at the core of my being? No, there's no way I'd make it this far in my own personal walk on this earth. I wouldn't. But this spirit right here inside my body and the spirit inside of your body, and you know you got love on the inside, and you know you face a long battle on this earth, walking on this earth. If you're a loving person at the core of your being, you know how many obstacles you faced, how much opposition you face, and even on a daily basis today, because this world don't want it. Hello. Yes. So hello everyone. I don't really know about med beds. I don't really study it. There's people who study it, but I show real world things that you can have visuals to. I really do. Like this. This is our visual for the ships. I like to have visuals, you all. It's very important to me. Now, I will speak of the spiritual realm and sensing the energies that are flowing in, the irritation, the anger that comes on all of a sudden, the mood altering things. And you think, what on earth did that come from? It came out of nowhere. No, we know where it came from. There's frequency altering space weapons. There are mood altering. And if you're just tuning in, we were looking at this black hole too, that it showed up in Switzerland. Someone uploaded it, 11-second video right here, you all. We got it. Boom. That's right. Um, let me see. That is right. I can't really see with these silly glasses on you. I think I need to get my different glasses on you all. But we got this great big black hole that showed up. And it's altering my mood right now. It's altering my mood right now. And I'm thinking, oh, no, I'm not going to let you get away either without being blasted. That's right. We got black holes. We've got ships at the observatories. We've been documenting ships at the observatories. I've got a playlist on here, observatories. Big black ship. It was around the 2nd of November, came to the other side of this observatory in broad daylight. Big black ship. And so we got white ships too. Now we got the light ships. I documented them. This is South Africa. They are clustered. Look, behold, he is coming in the clouds, and every eye will see him. Good morning, everyone. Is it Hanukkah right now? Let's see. Do I have, why do I got purple street lights? Oh, okay, I think I know why. Don't say why, but I think I know why, because then now I remember what I read or heard a while back. So when I went to Scottsburg, it was one day last week. There was one spotlight, there was one street light going down this road, and it was purple. One street light was purple. Why only one? Why only one, you all? We're talking about this stuff that's being hidden. And the things that they push out, they let people see is the nonsense that's happening. All the nonsense. See, if you can entertain people with nonsense, then you've got them sidetracked and they're not going to focus on what's really happened. You know, I say, well, that's why you're not getting nobody looking at this because it's nonsense. Oh, really? It's nonsense? No, it's not nonsense. Now, if I wanted to do all kinds of really inappropriate things and be sexually immoral on the live video, I think that might fly. Perhaps, maybe. Maybe. Lord have mercy. Now, I'm not going to dress scantily and wear a thong or a string bikini or anything like that just to get views. No, I'm not. That's not me. If you seen me doing something like that, if you ever see me on a live video, I'm here on a bikini and something like that, then you know that the real Gina is gone and something has taken over my body. Okay, something will have taken over my body because that is not my spirit. All right, if you ever see that, I pray and hope to God you never see me do something like that. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. I'm not. I got some modesty. I got some modesty in me, you all. That's right. I'm going to try to go forward yeah, that's right. It ain't going to happen. If it happens, I will have been cloned. I will have been cloned and my body will have been taken over, but my spirit, this spirit right here, will not be in that body. It may sound like me and it may look like me, but it's not that spirit right here. Boom. Just like you all, we got the clones out there too. They got clones everywhere, everywhere. Um, so look at this. So these ships, and look at this. It's just like I have to make videos that don't even see. Here's what I've noticed people have to do. They have to make videos that don't even talk about what they want to talk about in order to get the news out. Now, see, that's wrong. That's wrong. Why can't we just come out and say it and you just say, okay, we're going to say it because you want the power. You want the power, you all. Did you see this black hole that's someone shared right there? Switzerland. They went to open up. There was micro black holes that are happening, and what happened in the one thing? The shadow person came out, a dark, shadowy figure came out and warned the scientists because they pierced through their dimension. Now we're going to have to pay. That's what they said, the scientists, and that's why they shut it down that time. Hello, good morning. The dark, shadowy figure at CERN, dark figure came out of the black hole, out of like a doorway, came out of a rectangular doorway, dark shadow man, shadow, CERN, warning, scientists, and some scientists died. They did. Let me see if I can find it off the hand. Yeah. No, see, there's videos right there. Scientists were trying to hide it unseen. The scientists hunting the dark matter are looking deeper into the shadows for the shadow fever. Look, a favored dark matter candidate. Oh, you all, look at that. You don't want to see that. No, that don't do it. Don't do it, you all. So Stephen Hawking's warned about it. Bizarre swirls around it. You all, let's see it. It was so bizarre, they said. Very bizarre. But it's not. It's not. It's not bizarre at all. It isn't. This place right here. They say that CERN, do you think CERN, this is what they say. They say that CERN has shifted us into another timeline in reality. Do you think that's possible? That's what they did. We got shifted. Happy birthday, whoever birthday it is. It's power. Oh, it says, a lot of people think the last time CERN was turned on before this, we were shifted to a different timeline in reality. So it's very, very important to keep your vibration high because this time they're going to be turning it on and moving much, much faster. And it's going at warp speed, you all. They got it going as fast as they can get it going. And it is powered by negative matter, negative energy. Any negative thought that you have gives power to this machine. Have you heard it? Any negative thought that you have. Wow, I didn't think about that. I didn't. So this is a new thought that in this article right here. The last time, and we know they opened up that dark portal and they're looking for dark energy, but I didn't think about this. We got to keep our vibration high, and we know we do. We got to fight to keep it high now. But I believe this person, when this is turned on, there will be an actual shift and people will be left behind for the next 7 years. So a lot of people think it. What do we say? Yeah. So it is power by negative matter. Yes, and you cannot see dark matter. You cannot see it. Negative energy. Any negative thought you have gives it power to this machine. That makes sense. That makes sense. Doesn't it make sense? Because we know Energy is contagious. It's very contagious. If you're around somebody and they're all bubbly and they're all happy and your mood is a little bit down, and if you're continue around it, that energy spreads to you and it attaches to you and you're all happy too. But if you're in a depressing mood, you get these people and you're around somebody who's really depressing, they're going to suck the energy out of you. And all the while, they're going to grow stronger in their energy. You all, that makes completely sense to me. The mood altering weapons they've got to bring about all this stuff, giving power to the dark energy. And you can't see that dark energy. I've got to show you this, you all. It's this video. I'm not going to say you got to watch this or you need to watch this because I don't really like that phrase that much. I don't like it. But the live video I did yesterday, we touched on this very subject. Um, we started off talking about the energy that's in the air. Which one was it, Gina, honey? It was right here. This one right here. Not that one, but this one. It was an hour and 15 minutes long, you all. This right here. Does Nibiru Planet X exist? If not. So I tried to do that video. My Stream Deck would not work when I filled in all my information yesterday. I had to restart my computer. After I had that, I went back on there. I pulled up the website again. When I pushed the live button, it literally took the thing down. Luckily for me, I had it already recorded. So I just left that rolling. We just left it rolling. We rode with it. We rode with it and we talked, you all. This video right here, we rode with it and we talked. I thought, you know what? This energy that's trying to suppress our energy, it's not going to get me down. It's not going to let me down, you all. That's what I said. And that's what we decided. We weren't going to let it. We just talked. So if you wanted to hear some talk, you can just listen to it talk because we covered a lot that's going on in the world. We did, you all. So look at this. The Hydra, you all look at this. The Hydra cluster. We saw the Hydra cluster right here. Right there, the Hydra cluster. How on earth we got on the Hydra cluster, I have no idea, but we did. Because I used it in the background. This video that I did of the observatories, it was right underneath me and it got my attention. The Hydra cluster. And when we researched it, you all, we did. The Hydra cluster has a large proportion of dark matter. And they have been vigilantly. The Subaru telescope in Hawaii, this is what we found out. The Subaru telescope in Hawaii has been in coordination with CERN to search out these galaxies that have the dark matter so they can pinpoint it. And since CERN is so powerful, it can pierce through and draw it. So we got into that. That's at the 34-minute mark. We got into the dark matter of the Hydra cluster. The Hydra clusters of galaxies, you all, right here. So we got into that. We did. And right here, dark matter filament binds the galaxy cluster. So they knew this, you all. They knew it. And then we got into, have you been seeing stuff like this in the sky? I was talking about the things you see in your eye, the dark matter and stuff. And then this is with the hurricane, the dark matter hurricane that is coming toward Earth. See, a dark matter cosmic hurricane. So this video right here, even though we showed Nibiru-like thing in the first part, we got into a whole lot of different stuff, you all, a whole lot of different stuff. And it's things I've never really heard about it. You see dark matter hurricane heading our way. So this is not a joke. So that article that someone said, it's powered by this CERN, this dark energy is powered by negative matter, negative energy. Any negative thought that you have gives power to this machine and makes it grow. They can bring in their dark lord. The Dark Lord. Remember in the Lord of the Rings, they had to engulf the world, the earth, in war. It's like the god of war, whoever the god of war is. You have to have the violence and stuff on the earth, and it gives it more power and power so it can manifest. So that video right there, even though they'd only got, I put out a lot of videos, and there's a reason I do it, because if I don't. And then we got into these things called the WIMPs. The WIMPs that literally, they will, look at this. we're here to say this dark matter system, this hurricane, this solar system, this dark matter hurricane, you all, traveling inside it could lead to the detection of the WIMPs sometime in the future. Once this technology, the dark matter, and it can literally rip shreds in your body. The little teeny miniature black, whatever they are, they shred your body. So CERN knows all this, you all, they do. Don't ask me how we got on it, but we got on it. We did. And this is the map I had right here that we brung up in the front of that video. But yeah, you all, this is like wild. Macroscopic dark matter is a composite of many, many particles, and they could possibly have masses up to the size of a small planet. Small planet look, it can target individual particles and things like that, you all. So that's what we got into, this dark matter and all this kind of stuff. So this is serious, Gina. Um, all of this is serious, you all. It is. It's very serious what's going on. Our world is changing. A lot of things, a lot of these changes are happening very, very fast. His Dark Matters, that show you're talking about, His Dark Matters, or His Dark Materials show. Yeah, thank you all for your comments. Although I don't know what's being said, but thank you, because stuff is wild. This video right here, if you want to see, if you want to listen to the very beginning of it and then get into halfway through the video, is when we have a shift in my frequency spirit, and we start talking about the dark matter because of the Hydra cluster. But this is what this video looks back like in the beginning. Does Nibiru Planet X exist? And I just let that go in a loop and a loop and a loop. This is Wolf Creek Pass in Colorado. But all this other stuff, you all, this is like, it's wild. And then we got this thing right here. We got this thing in Switzerland right here. Right here. Opened up. Dark matter. Go type it in. You can even see an image. It looks like this too in some instances, like miniature black holes open up. And I really do apologize for the reflection on here for me using my cell phone, you all. But that's all right. It is. We got to have the armor of God on. You got to have discernment. You got to keep your vibration high. You got to be spiritually connected, spiritually protective, and love is that spiritual within you. It literally can. Love is your light within you, and that light can pierce through any darkness. Don't let him put it out. So there's so much more to this little light of mine. I'm going to let it shine. And don't let Satan put it out. You can think of Satan as the darkness, the dark matter, the darkness. When they try to put out your light, don't let it, and don't hide it. Even though it's uncomfortable to keep letting your light shine, even though you're faced with lots of opposition and all kinds of stuff, you got to keep letting it shine. That's a true warrior, you are, through and through. Let your light shine no matter what comes your way, and don't let them put it out. Okay, don't. It's hard. It's a hard road. It is a very hard road to walk. Missy, honey, thank you. Yeah, I hope he is. And coming in the clouds and taking us out of this hellhole. And it's not really a hellhole for me right now, but it is for a whole lot of people. Some people would describe they're living hell on earth right now. They would describe that right now. Hell on earth. And it's sad. It really is sad. To know that people have to go through that. So you all, this is right here. I know people get sick and tired, and they really do. They get sick and tired of hearing Gina share UFOs, UFOs, UFO, all the time. That's all I ever talk about. No, it's not all I ever talk about. It's not. But if I got something to share and I see a 99%, 9% comparison, to give a size comparison, this ship right here could literally set on top that mountain, the whole mountaintop of Cape Town, South Africa. Compared based on the width of this ship and based on the width of that ship, this ship right here will set on the whole entire top of that mountain. Just like the clouds can cover the whole entire top of these mountains, these ships are that big. What was the huge ring away outside the moon the other night? I didn't see it. I've seen the rings on the moon. I've seen the rings on the sun. We've all seen the all these strange anomalies that are happening in our skies have changed, you all. You know the skies have changed dramatically. In the past, our world got flipped upside down starting in 2018. It just all just went boom, haywire. It did. It went haywire and it's still going haywire. Um, and people been pitted against one another, all this stuff, just like we literally went to the Alice in Wonderland. That's what happened. Just like that. The Alice in Wonderland, nothing was as it should be. Nothing. And it's literally sown a whole lot of confusion. A whole lot of confusion. So for you all turning in, this is how I started. I really more or less started back in June of 2018. My world got turned upside down, but I really started documenting the ships once the observatory shut down and stuff. This is when I really started documenting these ships. 2018, September, August 2018. Boom. Thrust right into this arena right here, you all. And I was not accepted because you know what? I was told you are literally doing like a disservice to the UFO community because I'm turning everything upside down. A disservice to all of this stuff. I didn't fit in with these white ships and stuff. Sorry. That's right. If I'm given something to share, I'm going to share it regardless if they don't like it or not. I have to do it. I have to listen to my spirit because I'm listening to someone much higher than what's in my being. I am. And that someone is grounded in love, LOVE. Get you some of it if you ain't got it. Get in contact with that love. So yeah, you all. You gotta just keep going. So this right here, and there's this constant ships, and they can't hide it. I don't care how hard they try, they cannot hide it. This information is going to get out, regardless if they want to retain power. See, they want to bring their Dark Lord in. They want to the Dark Lord. They want to bring in their Dark Lord, and before any of this happens, they want that battle. They want it. And you better not get in their way. Don't get in their way, you all. They don't. So yeah, you all, this is it's wild. It's all wild. All of this stuff right here. Switzerland. Switzerland. CERN. In the night sky. Just think, some people think they're doing really good. The scientists there, they really do. Their heart's in the right place. They don't even know what's happening. They don't. They don't know the darker side of it, you all, but it's okay. We got to keep sharing. I'm sorry I rant. I really do. I rant a lot at times. Get myself worked up and I rant. That's okay. I'm not going to stay in that. I'm not going to stay in that type of a mood. I'm not. But if it gets me wound up, I'll get wound up. And I don't like them not getting this information out. I don't like them shadow banning my comments or anything of that nature. I don't. It's not right. It's not right. But we live in a world where, yeah, this does happen. It does happen. It does. I was so excited. We were excited to see it. We were. But this right here was a kind of a shock. This right here, to see this. But not too much of a shock, you all. Not too much, but it is. A black hole, you all. Look at this black hole. A black hole. Black hole. Black hole. Black hole and dark matter. Dark matter. I do have a playlist. Okay, you all, I have a playlist on this channel. Wait a minute. On the YouTube channel. You come to the main channel. See, every time I do a video, and every time I do a video, it's putting two of me up at the same time from my phone. So I have a playlist on here. I got lots of playlists. CERN right here. It's this one right here. It has, I don't know how many videos in it that I have in the CERN playlist. This one right here needs to go in there too. But there's lots of videos concerning CERN and in one of these videos, I don't know which one, shoot, Gina, I don't know which one it is, but it talks about when the scientists opened up that one area and that dark being came through, is what it talks about. The dark being came through. Look, the fifth element and CERN. CERN was looking for the fifth element. Look at this. So what does CERN and the forum have, why do they have a seat? Why, really? Why does CERN, the World Economic Forum, and what does it have in common? What does it have in common, you all? Really, what does it have in common? Look, here it is, right here, right here, right here. So did CERN open a portal to a dark humanoid thing? That's what it is right there. It's this video right here. Did they open up a portal to a dark humanoid thing? You see, they don't got no video playing on that one at all. This is, they opened the portal. Look at that black hole right there. Did they open up a portal to a black humanoid thing? Let's see when the last comment was made. Probably when I last did the video. 3 weeks ago. 1 month ago. 1 month ago. So this right here, you all. Okay, they got this one type of a ad on it. They did, you all. This is really like wild. Look, 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 look. A black figure. This was creepy. A black figure started to emerge from the void. There was a void that opened up, you all. A void. Look at this. So a few months after the research began on this void, something went wrong. And this very incident is why I'm writing this. Testing began as usual, and we fired up the collider. But this time, something different happened. Instead of the blinding flash of yellow light, a small void forming near the beginning of the collider, something completely unexpected happened. As the first couple collisions took place, time felt to almost slow down as the room grew dark. A 15 or so foot tall hole opened near the front of the collider. Opened up near the front of the collider, you all. The front part of the collider. And this is really not good. It's not. I was going in the wrong area, you all. Wait a second. I started clicking and I messed it up. Something. Look at this. So a black figure started to emerge from the void. Although very humanoid, this thing was anything but human. It was featureless. It gave off strong vibrations, and it was so massive, it had to duck to exit the void. It came through the void. Many researchers broke down at that moment at the sight of that thing, and then it spoke. We all heard it as clear as day in our heads. We heard a blistering static sound as words began to play inside our mind. You creatures have no place peering into our world. Your destruction was set in. What was the destruction set in, you all? This is what the scientists, this is the other flip side of what happened when they did that experiment at CERN. That's what happened. The dark humanoid figure came through the void. It had to duck to get out of the void. With very extremely negative energy, you are. And our world has just literally been so upside down. So upside down. You are going to look at this video. It's cool to listen to it. So look, your destruction. Let's see, I'm sitting here reading it. They broke down at the sight of that thing, you all. Your destruction at the moment You opened the doorway to our dimension. We will exterminate your kind as your knowledge of our existence threatens us. It threatens us, and this is not a warning, but a promise. So they took this fairly a week ago, you all. They threatened the scientists. This is a promise. It is a promise, they said. Your kind is what it is. Because you opened up the portal, is what you did. The moment you opened up the doorway into our dimension, we will exterminate your kind as your knowledge of our existence now threatens us. This is not a warning, but a promise. That is CERN, you all. That's CERN. This is why they say we are like children playing with bombs. Absolutely. That's right, you all. That is scary. And the scientists that were in there, some of the scientists a while later got sick and they died. They said this person was a top scientist um, for CERN, and he's very sorry for what they did, for what they have caused. For what they have caused, he said, you all. So it's that video right there. It opened up a portal to the other side. To the other side. Yeah, you all. If you go to that video right there, the playlist. Did CERN open a portal? CERN in Switzerland. CERN in Switzerland. Did they open a portal? And we've got this thing right here. Somebody filmed it in the sky at Switzerland. It started making its rounds on social media. Right there. They're not doing it. They not want to zoom in on it. Okay. It started making its rounds. So we got the black hole. We got Switzerland. We got the CERN. Our world is literally turned upside down. We got people having all kinds of energy swings, mood swings. And there's this thing concerning CERN. You know, we have to keep our vibration high. A lot of people think this time CERN was turned on. We were shifted into a different timeline and reality. So it's very, very important to keep your vibration high, because this time they're going to be turning it on, moving it much faster. It's powered by negative matter, negative energy, and any negative thought that you have had gives it power to this machine. And as you know, we talked in the one video last night, there is a dark matter hurricane that was headed toward Earth. Dark matter hurricane colliding with Earth. And this came out in 2018. This is when they put this article. They knew before then. But in 2018, our world got flipped upside down. Earth is passing through a dark matter hurricane. It will slam into the Earth as it speeds through the Milky Way. Really, it's true. So, who confirmed the dark matter? Fritz Zwicky in 1933. 1933, the gravitational pull. And our Subaru telescope, not ours, but the Subaru telescope in Hawaii has been working directly with CERN, providing images of this galaxies that have the dark matter in it so they can pinpoint it. You all, come on, please. Just don't be playing around in here. This ain't no game. You're going to have to keep your comments suitable. Yeah, because if you don't, you're going to, if Susan Honey has to keep deleting your comment, you're going to find yourself banned. You are. Don't play this game. That's right, you are. So, oh my gosh. Yeah, the plasma, you know, would you say the split the eastern sky? That's like the plasma apocalypse. If you read about the plasma apocalypse, um, that's what happens in the plasma apocalypse. Like the sky recedes like a scroll, it opens wide, and the beings on Earth are trying to keep it from getting the organic beings off this Earth, is what happened. It tried to stop them from getting all of the organic beings, so they had to change the composition of the humans on Earth so that they won't be completely organic and go with that plasma apocalypse. It was a really strange thing. I never watched it. It's some kind of cartoon movie. It didn't even make sense to me. You are good, Mom. We are electric beings and we are organic. We are organic. I'm organic. I'm not AI. Are you AI? Are you cybergenetic? Are you cybergenetic being? Augmented, a cyber augmented being? Yeah. Um, so like that, you we don't know the half of it. We don't know the half of it, you all, but this is happening right here. And they said it was headed this way, and that was in 2018. 2018, you all. That's right. Um, yeah. So this is what's happening right here. You got this thing right here that was opened up. Right there. A black hole in Switzerland showed ships of the at the observatory. They didn't want that get out. They locked my computer up and they didn't want to share. I had to literally cut this video short to 6 minutes or 14 minutes. This video got cut short. I thought this video was a lot shorter than this. So I got that one. And then this right here, the ships in Hawaii. You see that right there traveling, not Hawaii, well, they're in Hawaii also. The ships at Table Mountain, Cape Town, South Africa. I was going through my photos, and this was showed up from their live stream right there. And I took the width of this ship right here, the width right here in the clouds, measured it, put this over that, and it's the same width. So this ship right here, it literally can sit on the top of Table Mountain. It can cover the whole entire top of Table Mountain. Yes. So all of that. Susan, honey, thank you for being on here. I know it gets rough. I'm about ready to end this video because we are going on a whole hour, you all. That's right, we are. That's what it says. All who call on the name of Jesus shall be saved. You can't just say it. You got to believe it in your heart. Your heart's got to have that frequency right here. Right there, your frequency within your heart. Apple Brooks, honey, you are so busy. I think I'm going to stay on here and make some more, show some more stuff. Oh, this is really weird, you all. Listen, I was moving my phone just ever so slightly, and there was a vibration that started happening, and I thought, no, I don't want that happening. It was a vibration inside my phone. Try to see if I can replicate it. I can't replicate it. It was weird. It was weird. This phone has plasma in it too. If you did not know, your phone has plasma in it. And when I first got this phone right here, this is an iPhone E, the new iPhone E. I had an iPhone 8, and you had to take your iPhone 8, turn it on, and when you turn this one on right here, the plasma was swirling around in it. You take your iPhone's camera. I had to take my iPhone 8 camera and hold it over that plasma in a square to where I could see it on the screen to see if it could recognize that plasma in order to transfer the information. And my iPhone 8 could not recognize the plasma in this phone. And it took me 2 to 3 months to even get this phone activated because I thought if my phone cannot recognize that plasma, there's something to it, because I happen to believe that plasma is a very intelligent being and it is a life form. Okay, someone asked me a question in the comment, Gina, what's your thought on it? They're writing a book. Plasma These plasma entities, these plasma beings, these plasma webs, they're intelligent beings. They're living life forms. They are. So that's right, you all. It's this is what it is. So this right here, you all. If you're in South Africa, you got ships all over your mountain, and you know it. The ships, and it's not just that. It's any mountain where these clouds that are they look like ships are in them, where they hover over the mountains. It's the ships. This right here, even at the observatories, they're trying their best to hide the stuff that's going on. They are, you all. And if you come over here, someone uploaded this video, and it made it rounds last night from Switzerland. That's where CERN's at. CERN and the WEF have a seat on the United Nations Council. And if you go look at this video, I think you should. Did CERN open a portal to another dimension? And they did, because we spoke about it. In here, we found out about CERN. Scientists in here. Look, dark matter is, thank you, Lloyd, a malevolent, supernatural, sentient force that existed with the dark place underneath. I don't think this Wikipedia thing is make-believe. I really think it's a whole lot of truth into that. They may come across as make-believe. I believe our children playing these games and stuff, they know a lot more than what's going on in the world than we give them credit for. They do. This is the part of the video. It's around the 30-minute mark. If you go there, it talks about what happened, how this 15 or so foot tall hole opened up in CERN in the collider, and a tall black figure enlarged. It looked kind of humanoid, but it didn't. It was featureless, and it gave a warning to the humans. You have now you found out who we are, is what they said. You found out our existence, and you're going to pay. It was a warning to the humans, you all, because we entered their dimension, is what happened. We entered their dimension, and we were going to pay for it. Right there, you go onto this channel, and you find the list, and I can't put it there, but I can tell you where the playlist is on my channel. I got a playlist on CERN. It's got 16 videos on it, is what it's got. You can see them all down through here. And you want to find the one that said, did CERN open a portal to a dark humanoid thing? Yes, they did. And what does CERN, WEF, and a seat at the UN have in common? And we got plasma spiking. Something is breaking through the interplanetary magnetic field, you all. This is a good thing if you want to look at CERN today. I'm going to go. I am going to go. And I know it's good to get on here. It is good to get on here like this and not be so serious all the time. And I do like sharing like this. It gives me energy too. But the energy is contagious. Energy is contagious, whether it be good energy or bad energy. And the mere fact that they are suggesting that the energy that people have, the negative energy, is giving energy to the negative force at CERN. It's literally that's worldwide. Worldwide, it's sucking in the energy. Yeah. So I'm gonna go, and thank you all for being on here. We are now 64 minutes and 4 seconds into this video. Thank you so much. Thank you, moderators. I know it went fast, but sometimes we need videos like this to give people a chance to comment and collaborate with one another and to connect. It's so important to me. It is important to my being, and I know it's important to your being, in order to have a place where the communication lines are opened to where you can connect with other people, regardless of what you think about Gina Honey. Regardless if you think I've done lost it and share silly things, it's good to have communication open. Thank you, Alien Guru. Yeah. Thank you, Applebrook, Susan B., J. Joslin, and any other moderator on here. Thank you all for your comments. Thank you all for your Snapchat. Is that what that's called? A Snapchat? No, it's not Snapchat. Whatever that is on the YouTube. Yeah, Super Chat. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, you all. Love you. Thank you once again.